We allow what people's status is to really determine how we're going to act. I mean, think about it. You pull into a parking lot with whatever car you have, and if there's many more nicer cars than yours, in most cases, you're like, oh, shit, it's kind of an embarrassing car. Or if your car is definitely the nicest and you're like, holy shit, I got the nicest car in the parking lot and you got a lot of swagger. It really and it's sad, but that's the life we live in. You know, people are chasing likes more than they are love, more than they are money. It's like me, like me, like me, like me, which is crazy, but it's the world we live in. Almost always you want to be the buffalo. There are times you need to be the storm. What's that mean, Jayson? Great question. That means when you're the storm, everything is up for grabs, meaning no more time for bullshit. All in, let's go. You control the entire landscape. Being a buffalo means you have your map, you're ready to rock and roll. Oh, here's the storm. You run through it and hit it head on. When you're the storm, you're making the happen. You're the one that controls all of it. And it's hard to do, and you can't do it every time. But there are times you got to be the storm. How to grow, how to hire, how to build culture. You know, there's 3 reasons why people take a job. 1, they take the job because they see career opportunity. They see the advancement. They see the staircase of growth. They're like, oh, I could do that. And you got to have real life examples. You got to showcase those employees that have started with you and grown up so you can say, hey, look, this can be you. That's 1. 2, money. Obviously, people want to chase some money. I get that. 3 is culture. You've got to learn how to do all 3 for your company. We're spending over $10 million a month on all digital ad spend to get customers. That's right, $10 million a month, $120 million a year. Do the math on that. You ain't met a that spends money like that to grow their business. So I want to take my knowledge and my experience and everything that I've got, my wins and my losses. People never want to talk about their losses. They want to beat their chest. I'm the champ. You a chump. Real men, real strength deal with their losses and hit them head on. Real can talk about it. They don't get all bowed up and like they're badasses on the phone and run their mouth on internet. No. And they think that they're God's greatest gift. I mean, they're all the same. Oh, I get the cars and I'm this guy and I'm yeah, look at me. I've never had money before. I went through that stage, dude. Trust me. Douchebag stage is what I call it. You need to learn to be real with people. They need to understand that not only are you relevant, but that you're relatable. They're like, that could be me. Like, how can I be better? Well, first of all, you got to do a gut check in the mirror and say, how can I be better? You got to first own your problems. Okay. And 2, you got to talk about your losses with yourself, because if you just lose and you suppress it, you're not learning anything from it. You've got to swallow that and learn from a loss. You know, I'm here to talk about losses. I'm here to say, look, I've been to the top and then had my whole legs cut off and fell to the bottom, and I'm building the back up. That's what the I'm doing. Become the storm. You're going to make your path and create the landscape that you want. You're going to take your to the next level. You're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to make excuses. You're not going to procrastinate, waste time. You're going to challenge yourself and push yourself. You need to get coaching so you can be held accountable. You're going to put down your KPIs. You're going to put down your 30, 60, 90, 180 goals, and you're going to go crush it. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to get out of my show. If anything else, you need to get that out of my show. You need to be like, that makes sense. Ding, the bell went off. I got to go out there and do this. I don't care if you're a single mom or you're stuck in a dead-end job or you just opened a company and you're struggling or the company is flourishing and you're doing 40, 50 million a year. Any one of those, I'm talking to all of you. You're hitting bumps, do something about it. And if you're not hitting bumps, then start becoming the storm so you can build the landscape up, because bumps need to come, because after you go through battles, you get blessings. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. And sometimes a guy might outwork you and it isn't fair and he wins. And sometimes there's no justice to that. Winning requires all of you and then more, and it's the promises you nothing. It's a mastermind in your own mind. Fear and doubt in your own mind. It causes setback after setback. So question is about winning. Are you willing to sacrifice everything you've got for the unknown? Are you willing to take a chance and not have what you want? Are you willing to sit here and put in all the effort because you want to win so bad, and the results might not be where you want to, what you want them to be? In order to win, if that's what you want to do and that's what makes you happy, then you've got to figure out what the cost of that is and is it worth it? Maybe your job is, you're in sales and you want to win. Well, how the do you win? Well, you've got to study. I'm a big believer in any kind of sales, any kind of position. Life is like a golf course, right? We all have our own rough that we got to deal with, the out of bounds, the water, the sand bunker, all that shit. It's the same thing in sales. You can't make excuses that one guy's numbers are better than yours. Your score is your score. And the cost there of winning is that person that's winning, they're sacrificing more than you. They're putting in more effort, more time, more energy, studying more, doing the things they need to do to win. Sometimes when you win, you lose. Sometimes you sacrifice too much to win. Sometimes you think and you're chasing the wrong thing to win, and you lose something you really enjoyed and had. We have to have more gratitude and be grateful for what we have and not worry and stress about what we don't have. Now, don't get that twisted with, I still want to win. I want to climb the mountaintop. I want to be at the top of the mountain. I want to raise my hand. I want to do all the things. And if you're listening to my show, you probably want to do all the things too. But you got to pick what you're going to sacrifice and what you're chasing to win. First of all, you have to ask yourself if you want to win it. Because if you don't want to win it, this show today is not for you. If you just like where you're at and you're not hungry, this show's not for you. You should probably turn the fucking show off. Listen to something else. Go listen to somebody that's going to tell you, hey, it's okay. Here's your participation trophy. Good job, Jimmy. I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to tell you that, look, if you want to win, you got to listen to the show. You got to pay attention. You got to write down what the it is you want to win at. Everybody's life's different. Everybody's version of winning is completely different. What is winning to you? First of all, you got to ask that question. What is winning to me? What is it that I need to do to win? What looks like a win to me? What is it I'm winning at? Like, you start writing all this stuff down. Then you say, what is it going to cost me to win? What do I got to put in to win? What is my risk versus the reward? How do I get to the next level? I got news for you. I fucking love me some me. I love my family. I love my wife. I love my kids. I love my business. I love my friends. I love my business partners. I love my podcast listeners. And I love my followers. But I'll tell you what, I also love me some motherfucking me. So you're not going to hear me go, well, this guy's this because of that. And this guy's only this because of that, because I'm a secure motherfucker. When I walk into the building, I'm the most secure motherfucker. And I'm not the most secure because I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, I'm the hottest, I'm the richest. I'm the most secure because I fucking choose to be, because I love me some me. And when you love you some you can go out there and you can dictate what that life's like. You can go out there and make a difference in your life and not fucking feel insecure and try to tear people down and start to treat other people's success as your failure, or your failure as their success. Each person has their own appetite for success. Some people are like, give me the whole fucking menu. I want to eat it all. I want everything. And some people are like, nope, I just want that. And the first thing is, you got to know what you want. What does success look like for you? Is success making more money? Is success having more time? Is success getting married? What is success? Like, for me, success is happiness. It's having fulfillment. I've had a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money, and I'm rebuilding money, right? But I also want to be challenged, and I'm hungry to matter, and I'm hungry to win, and I'm hungry to put a dent in the universe and make a difference in people's lives and make a difference for my family's lives. I'm hungry for all that, but I also want happiness. So you've got to ask yourself what success looks like for you, and then you've got to determine what your appetite is for that. Because every time you want to eat more on that menu for success, you have got to risk something. You're not going to get something on that menu and it not cost you something. It's going to cost you something. And that's why you've really got to determine your appetite of what it is you want, what you're willing to sacrifice. Because that's how it works. You eat everything on the menu, you're sacrificing getting fat. You're going to get some fucking lard on your ass, right? Is it worth the squeeze? The juice, is it worth the squeeze? Are you getting enough out of it? This is worth this, and this is worth this, so I'm willing to do this, because this is what I'd like to do. And I'm okay with sacrificing these two things. But you've got to understand what your appetite is, because everyone's appetite is different. Some people with an addictive personality, their appetite is unlimited. And when your appetite's unlimited, then guess what your risk tolerance is? It's unlimited. And guess what you're sacrificing? Anything and everything. And that is not the route to win. You lose 100 pounds, losing 1 pound at a time. You climb 100 stairs, climbing 1 stair at a time. That's how it works. So you do the same thing for your goals and your appetite for success. And like I said, to me, success is happiness. So success can look a different way. It's not your job title. It's not how much money you made. It's how happy you are. I've seen people working at McDonald's or Walmart or, Bojangles that are happier than a puppy with 2 Peters. That's a weird analogy, but it's what my dad used to say. They're just that happy, right? God bless them. That's success. If they're happy, they're successful. I've seen people with all the money in the world, not happy, depressed, want to commit suicide. That's not success. They're just rich. Success is not rich. Success is happiness and fulfillment. And you shouldn't feel like you have to defend yourself because you feel like somebody's better than you. I got news for you. Nobody's better than anybody. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much love you have, how much happiness you have. Everybody is fucking equal. And the only way that you can feel better than anybody else is being successful and happy in your own life, meaning you're fulfilled. Because you get to dictate your happiness, not anybody else. And if you're sitting here saying, that's bullshit, I can't dictate my happiness. Yeah, motherfucker, you choose if you're happy or not every day. You choose if you're going to smile. You choose if you're going to fucking accept things the way they are. You choose if you're going to make a difference in what they're doing and what your life is doing. You choose if you're going to fucking step out of your box and fucking do something in life or sit there and take it the way it is and the punch in the face. It's up to you if you're happy or not. It's up to you on how you react to things. You have to have confidence and you have to have assurance of yourself in order for people to follow you. It's the truth. You have to build a culture around there where people can succeed and grow in your business in order for your business to grow. It's true. You can't handcuff them. You can't keep them held hostage to not being able to grow. That's why in all my companies, I've always promoted within 90% of the time. You came in, started here, you moved all the way up in my business. I wasn't hiring from the outside because I gave that career path. I believe people take a job for 3 reasons. 1, they take a job for money. Obviously, people want the job for money. Okay. 2, they take the job because they can see the career growth opportunity. I see that I can get promoted and promoted and promoted. I see other examples of people getting promoted and promoted. You're not held hostage or handcuffed to grow. That's a big one. That was my biggest one. And then 3 is culture. Whether you got money or you don't, you're on one side of the spectrum. When people are looking, you're going to have haters. You're going to have bullies. You're going to have people try to dictate your life because they either don't like what you have or don't like that you don't have it and don't give a shit. It's just how people are. And not all, but a lot of them. A lot of them just feel entitled. A lot of them are so insecure in life that they have to tear others down and they judge their inadequacies based on other people's success or failures. And it's fucked up. It's sad. And I had this fire in my belly. And I bet some of you out there, you got fire in your belly too. And you're stuck at this job. And you feel hostage to this job. You feel hostage to the situation. You're handcuffed to the situation of, I got to keep this job because I got to keep these benefits because it's safe. I don't need to win. And I was falling into that cycle of, here I am busting my ass and I'm doing well. But I got nowhere to go. I got nowhere to grow. I got nowhere to move. Things aren't happening. Why? Why aren't I growing? Why aren't I able to take it to the next level? And it's discouraging. And I felt handcuffed. I felt hostage to the situation, to where that fire outdid everything. And I said, you know what? I'm going to bet on me. And I decided to open up a home security company. I took a chance. I bet on me. Scared money don't make money is important because maybe you're in a situation right now and you're like, I can't leave this job. Because you're held hostage, you're handcuffed. Well, if you don't bet on yourself, and you don't take the risk, you'll never know. And the one thing you'll definitely feel like a loser and makes you the loser is having regret. Because if at least you take a shot, you're like, shit, didn't work out, that didn't work out, I got to pivot, figure something else. But at least I tried. You go back years, you don't want to be laying in your deathbed or laying saying, I didn't try, I wish I could have, like, no. Like I tried to do what I was supposed to do. I tried to take a shot to grow. And I think that's really where scared money don't make money comes in it. But you can't be a quitter. You can't let things hold you back. You can't be held hostage in life. You can't not bet on yourself because scared money don't make money, and you've got to learn to bet on yourself. You've got to learn to have confidence in yourself and take risks. You've got to risk things in order to get results. And that's why people will follow you, and that's why people will believe in you, because you believe in yourself and because you're risking things for yourself. You have to be able to do that unless you just want to just fade away and be irrelevant. And some of you are okay with being that way. My dad was okay with being that way, and I love him for it. But if you got fire in your belly, and you're being held hostage to a job or a relationship that you need to move on from, by God, why are you wasting time? What are you doing? Don't wait. Do it now. Don't do it one day. Make today day one. Like, do it. Quit wasting everybody's time, especially yours, because you don't get it back. So the donkey and the tiger are having a walk, and the donkey says to the tiger, this grass is blue. And the tiger says to the donkey, no, donkey, the grass is green. The donkey says, no, it's not. The grass is blue. And the tiger says, donkey, you might be colorblind. The grass is green. And they're arguing for a few minutes. And the donkey goes, you know what, tiger? Let's go to the lion, the king of the jungle, and see what he says. So they trot on over to see the king of the jungle, the lion. And the donkey jumps up and says, lion, Mr. King of the Jungle, will you please explain here to the tiger that the grass is blue? And the lion says, indeed, the grass is blue. And the donkey says, see, I told you, lion, can you punish the tiger for arguing with me about the grass being blue? And the lion says to the donkey, I will punish the tiger for that. The donkey says, thank you, and the donkey trots away. The tiger looks at the lion and says, lion, I will take my punishment as you are the king of the jungle. But clearly, sir, the grass is green. And the lion says to the tiger, the grass is green. And the tiger says to the lion, I don't understand why I'm being punished then if the grass is green. And the lion says, you're not being punished because the grass is green. You're being punished because you're a very reputable, honorable animal here in our kingdom. And you have wasted your time and my time arguing with a jackass who believes the grass is blue and will never change its mind. Therefore, you will be punished for wasting your time and my time on that. You've got to be the storm. You're the one who's got to create the havoc. You're the one who's got to turn it upside down. You're the one who's got to dictate what's next. You're the one that's got to go out and put out and draw your map and create it. You're the one that's got to start taking those levels and taking those steps and not letting the outside world dictate what's going on or fighting through it. But sometimes you've got to create the disruption. Sometimes you've got to create the change. You've got to make a difference in this life. How many times in this world do we see people all the time come through and they disrupt this world? They change the whole world. I mean, I could name so many people. Martin Luther King, Thomas Jefferson, the list goes on of all of these inventors, creators, Elon Musk. I mean, these people that go out there and they just disrupt the world. They are the storm. There are lots of buffaloes, and I've been a buffalo my whole life, just fighting through. And maybe you're a cow and you got to get to that level, being a buffalo and fighting through and have that buffalo mindset. But being the storm is when you graduate from being a buffalo and you're like, you know what? I fought all my battles. Now I'm going to create everything. I'm making my own battles now. And that's what I had to do. Failure is fuel. Losing $400 million hurts. Losing those employees hurts even more. And upsetting and leaving those customers hanging hurts the most. And what can I do with that? Tell you what I can do is I can use it as fuel. I coach people on how to be redundant, not trust your partners all the time. Make sure you look into things. Make sure they do their due diligence. Generac told us so many times, we should have done more due diligence. What they should have done was a national recall. And I became smarter. And look, they ruined my company. God always has a plan. I hate it for these customers. I hate it for these employees. I don't know what that means, what this plan is, but I couldn't control this plan. And that's what dictated me of, hey, sometimes you got to become the storm. So you know what I'm doing now? I'm teaching people not to put themselves in this position. I'm educating people on what to look for in vendors, how to scale their business, how to take failure and turn it to fuel, how to take problems and make it motivate you. We weren't profitable last month. Good. We'll be profitable this month. We got something to strive for. When you get to the top of the mountain, sometimes you get complacent. Sometimes you get comfortable. And for some reason, I flourish when I'm uncomfortable. Guys, the decisions we make, the things we learn about our decisions, the motivation behind our decisions, how we want to get somewhere, keeping integrity and your morals in place, making sure you're focusing on the prize, making sure that you're wanting to better this earth, making sure you're wanting to elevate people. That's why I'm out here sharing real, authentic, raw information. And that's what the whole show, Jayson Waller Unleashed, is about. How many of you got friends out there, right? And you're having to feel like you're walking on a thin sheet of ice and tiptoeing around to not piss them off, to not hurt their feelings because you care so much about the friendship, you care so much about hanging out, you care so much about spending time, but they don't put in the same effort. They don't put in the same concern. They don't put in the same thought process and being concerned of how you feel. You got to understand, in life, there are givers and there are takers. In life, there are people that go above and beyond and people that don't. Does that make those that go above and beyond better than those that don't? No, it makes them different. But dude, me without my shirt is like seeing Jesus wrapped up in a blanket. It's fucking amazing. You know what I call my body? I call my body a pool body. So from the chest up, dude, I'm fucking jacked. It's like, hell yeah, that guy's in shape from the chest up, yeah. But then when you get out, I got some belly. It's like a dad bod. It's like, oh, he's probably a dad or a grandpa or something, right? That's kind of in, right? That's it. That's why I said like shirt off, chest up. Like I'm a bad motherfucker. So if we were able to like edit this video right here for this podcast, we got TikTok Live, I'd make it a shirtless podcast. We just have to cut it from right here, where I just look like I'm all fucking jacked like a tank. Six packs are in? Six packs means you're a douchebag. That means you don't give a shit about your lady. You don't give a shit about... I don't see a lot of rich guys. It's rare. Actually, Wes talked about it. Rich and ripped. A lot of ripped guys aren't rich because they're fucking stupid and they don't know how to make money. They spend all day not eating anything but lettuce and working out all day. Therefore, they only give a shit about themselves, so they're selfish. So they're probably selfish in business. They don't know how to take care of the people. They're definitely selfish with women. That's why they're always like...
You know, and women are like, all he cares about is going to the gym and rubbing his six-pack. Why don't you motherfucker you take her on a fucking private jet? Go on an island. I bet that'll fucking moist her a lot faster than your fucking six-pack. Maybe I'm wrong. If I had to bet, more women would take the chubby, unattractive millionaire, the hotter women, the better-looking women. 7s and above, this is my bet. We're going to do a poll here. 7s and above. So ladies out there that are, you feel like you're a fucking, you know if you're a fucking 7 or not. If you're a 4, bitch, you know you're a 4. Okay? If you're a 2, don't even fucking respond because it doesn't matter. Okay? Nobody's talking to you anyways. You're a fucking 2. Why are you laughing? Those are facts. If you're a 2, I'm sure they got like fucking date mammoth websites or something. I don't fucking know. But my point is, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just saying, if you know you're a 2, you're a 2. They have uglybutkind.com. You join that group, you date who you want. Because you can't be ugly and mean. Those are facts. A lot of females want stability. They want to be able to feel like they're secure. They want to live a certain lifestyle. I mean, look at some of the famous and rich people out there that are ugly as sin, that have beautiful women with them. Why is that? It's not because they're in tip-top shape. It's not because they're the sweetest people in the world. It's because they have a lifestyle and they have income that can really change your outlook in life and make you and stabilize your situation.